All right. Hello, everyone. I want to welcome Sayra here. She is a past client of mine who we've worked together for a year. And now it's been a year you've since the end of the coaching program, and you're still crushing it. You're doing well. You look great, and
Thank you.
really excited and so proud of you for what you've been able to accomplish through the program and to be able to sustain it and be able to continue to take action and do the things necessary to keep you living the life that you've always wanted to live, actually. So let's get into what were the things. We'll tell everybody what were the things that you did prior and what prompted you to get in touch with me and start working with me. So like, what were those things that kept you stuck and that you were trying to lose weight, but you just didn't have success?
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sayra Mejicano, typical Latino person that sometimes we have a lot of dreams to come true, but it's hard to accomplish those dreams. Moving from a little town back in Central America to a big city, that was one of the big issues. Have no idea about the language. How can you have a communication with someone that doesn't speak Spanish? Getting a job and to have a successful life is really difficult. I've been in gyms for many years since I moved here. I was only 16 and I always want to look, I'm not a model, but I want to look in a good shape. I always want to look younger, even the years are passing, but keeping your health in a good shape, it helps you to look much better. Through the years, I've been with sickness. At the age of 30, I ended having tumors on my brain. It wasn't easy. It is not easy. And that caused me depression and scared just to look myself in the mirror because medication transformed me in a horrible way that if I have an opportunity to share with Frank the picture of how I was looking at that time, people won't believe it. And I will look for those pictures in the back, but it was so much a struggle just to understand that you believe yourself, that you're being such a good person, that you don't damage anybody in your neighbors, that you just work, that you're trying to get along with everybody. And you don't understand why it has to be you, the one that ended having that even the doctors know why. Anyway, 2010, I go through surgeries. I have 2 surgeries in 2010. And the first one, everything was great. They removed the tumors. At the month when I went back to see the doctor, it was another tumor that they say they didn't notice. That tumor made me to lose my left eye. I have no vision. And that was really hard. I start understanding how women or men, any human that lost one part of their body start feeling. And it's not easy. People start judging me. People start just getting away the few people that I used to hang out. And that made me completely to be down on the floor. Medication made me to weigh 20 pounds in one day, in less than 24 hours. The reaction that I've been through that medication, it just made me to gain liquid and retain all the liquid in my body. And this aspect, when people see me, was really scary. They were like, what happened to her? They get away from where I was walking. I was trying not to give up. And that time I was enrolled at the gym. So even the doctors helped me out a little bit psychological because they knew that I have tendency of suicidal. I'm not accepting what I was living at that time. I lost the 20 pounds exactly being at the gym for 24 hours pretty much. I was at the gym all day, 365 days of the whole year. It made me to reduce, or at least to drop the water that I had. But I guess I just get tired of being at the gym. People, messages, people talking, and you forgot that you need to continue doing what you really enjoy to do. And I gained back. But those were really pounds. It was not only water. My size of the clothes was getting big, and it wasn't fun at all. I get to the point that I was okay with that because I don't care what people say. My personal life was already a disaster for choices that only as we decide to make with the wrong people. One day I was texting with a friend of mine that I met back in my country on one trip that I did. She's a friend of mine from my childhood. And I never noticed that she was really gaining weight because we're not seeing each other. She lives in Pennsylvania. I live in California. But I saw that she posted a message that she has a personal training and that she was doing good. That was through the time of the COVID, when the gyms are closed, then you have no more choice. Then you put in your mind that you need to do some exercise, a little bit that you learned through the years, but you don't know what to eat. You don't know what to do really from a professional person. So I text her and I asked her how that thing working, if she was really in person with the trainer, and she told me, no, I hate, let me tell you that, guys, being on a computer. I don't like that. Never like to take classes through the computer. I always want to be close face to the person. It gives me more motivation. Anyway, so she told me to try it, that Frank was a really good professional person, that he can help me out. I called him, and by the last week of October of 2020, he asked some questions, personal questions, and we start getting to know each other a little bit. So I say I will give it a little try and see how did that work. I didn't know he was that far away anyway. He was in Pennsylvania as well, I guess. So it was kind of weird.
At the time.
Yeah, it was weird to see how I'm gonna be doing the exercise on myself, who's gonna be looking if I really do it in a correction position, everything. But I said, I'm gonna give it a try. I want a better life for me, especially through the COVID, people gain a lot of weight. Because of my sickness, I wasn't allowed to go to the market. I wasn't allowed to go out. I need to wear the mask, and that was really complicated for me. So I say, no, I'm gonna try Frank. And in November, the 1st of November of the 2020, that's when we really start working now. And you, Frank, start explaining me how the whole training was gonna be. And everything was depending on myself as well, to follow each step.
Right, and that's
the
where,
discipline.
right, and that's where it's really like, I mean, I know you're saying it like training, but it's like coaching. So it's really like that coaching you through the process. And like, instead of training and personal training, having you just here, do this, and I'm going to count how many times you do it, and then we'll move to the next. So it's coaching you through the process and through the things that are causing you to be stuck, right?
Yeah, that was a big difference than when I used to pay a lot of money at the gyms because it's more expensive than being with someone that you can start feeling that you're getting so close and attached with him, the way I've been with you, Frank, that I start open up my mind and open up myself to let you know what was really putting me down.
Mm-hmm.
And you coach me, as you say, through realize how important everything was for myself and know what other people did.
Right. Right, because you mentioned about the depression and that you had prior, because of the sickness and the tumors and all that. And yeah, coaching you to that realization of what was really the core issue of why you were living the life you were living and not happy with that life, and it wasn't the weight, because it was so much more than
Yeah.
the weight, right?
You the one who teach me how to discover what was the really issue. My whole life, it's been through so much. Family doesn't support you. Family start getting damaging everything on me. And I talk to you that, and you help me how mentally I need to put separation and then those stuff that is not easy, because you're always going to be worried about it. You think that you have a responsibility to make sure they are happy and you are the last one. And I born like that.
Right.
I never, until now, I start looking only on my right on my nose and I say, that's it.
And that's
I don't care.
Right. You have to do what's best for you and put yourself first, because you want to, for the people who you do love and care for, you're going to be able to do more and be so much more for them. And you're going to be fulfilled yourself without depleting yourself in order to please everyone else. And you've come so far in that. You've come a long way, and I've been very proud of you for how far you've come and how you've been able to realize what the actual core reasons were of why you were unhappy and why you were overweight, and why you wanted to make a change.
Yeah, you teach me that I need to do everything that it matters for me first. And it took me a while, a long time. Like I said, I started with you on the 2020. We didn't have much closure, but through the months, we started getting it. Relationship with the sisters, my father, that he passed away 2 years ago. It wasn't easy. Too many things that been through that doesn't give me the enough time for myself. And you open my eyes. You coach me, you teach me, you give me so much advices that it made me to validate my life the way I'm doing it now. I have one little boy, 5 years old, that he is everything. He's the air that I breathe. He is the smile that I have back. Even that sometimes he put me so out of control, but he is the most important thing.
Yes.
And he pushed me. That's the nice thing, that he used funny words to tell me, Mom, you need that nasty belly. That's what he told me. I don't like that, Mom, so I have to be doing it. He always remember you. He say, how's Frank?
Yes.
What is that thing that he has it in his shoulder? I say, oh, okay, I would talk to him. I would tell him.
Yeah. You have to, tell him I said hello. Make sure you tell him I said hello.
Yes, I will.
Yes.
But he remembers you a lot. And he say, it's time for you to go in the back room. I have a small house. I don't have equipment, and you know that.
Yeah.
But as you told me, we don't need to be in a full gym really to do everything, because we have everything.
You have everything. I mean, you start with body weight. You can add some little pieces of equipment that, you don't need a lot in order to improve your health and lose weight. People think they need to go in the gym and work out for an hour, 2 hours, and spend a long time on cardio. When it's really, nutrition is the big portion of the pie. Yes, exercise is important, and we want that to slowly progress, but we don't need to be going to a huge gym doing intense workouts. They only need to be short, but with intention, doing the things you need to do, and not prolonging it for any length of time because it's really not needed.
And I was a big example of my boyfriend that he was really, he's the type of person that he hates to be in gyms. He doesn't like to do cardio. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning today and I did my 30 minutes at the treadmill. I feel awesome. My day has been beautiful. How many times you told me is the best thing to do is early in the morning before breakfast? It is. It's not because Frank told me that. It is true. You feel fresh. You feel with more energy.
Right. You have to, you have to do what works for you, what feels best for you. And yeah, for me, mornings are always, been great. And yeah, because it does, it starts your day out, where you feel that refreshed and you have that energy to start the day. So yeah, I like the morning. And but it is like what works best for everybody. But yeah, mornings are great. And yeah, and you've done it, and now you have the rest of the day to do the other things you want to do or you need to do.
Another thing that happened to me is that when I saw my friend, the pictures, I say, I can't believe Frank is doing this like every company does, putting some in the computer, somebody big and they making it shrink. She really had a successful change. And that made me to be more motivated. Like she's younger than me, I guess. And come on, I cannot start feeling that I'm too old and I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Right.
She's looking great. She looks amazing. Is so that she's her pictures. We don't talk even until now. I haven't said even hi to her, but just to look at her, that she was with you, I think 6 months already when I started with you.
Yes.
And she was looking awesome.
Yeah.
So I say, yeah, why not to give it a try and see if I'm able to do the way Frank say, because it's not easy. I'm a very negative person. So it's hard to start like, yes, I can do it. Yes, I'm gonna be doing that.
Right. And that's where, having someone there to help you through those feelings of negativity, those feelings, or those thoughts, those negative thoughts of, can I do, I don't know if I could do this. And, I don't know if I'm capable, so having those limiting beliefs and working through those so that you believe in yourself, you believe that you can do it.
Yeah.
And that, you can, and this is something you really want.
That's true.
And you're doing it for you. You want it for you. You're not doing it for anyone else.
Yeah, that was some of the recordings I heard from you, that we have to always think on ourselves only. Even if I have 60 pounds more, I know I can less slowly because it takes time. It's not easy.
Right. It takes time. And
the way I look right now is not even enough what I want. I'm still looking for more, but I say it took so long. And people around is like, you are so stressful. You don't want to go out. You don't want to eat here. You don't want to try this. No, my system changed so much that I'm not capable to have the kind of fast food that I used to have before. Now, no, my body rejects that. I get really sick of that.
Yeah. Fast food, because all that processed food, all those chemicals and everything else that are in there, right? Your body now is used to eating in a way that is healthy for you. It's you have like nutritionally dense, and it's not to say that you don't probably have other things of like foods that you enjoy, but that are maybe not so much processed like fast food. But when you do start living a life of very healthy life, and you go and you eat something like fast food, because I've had other people say the same thing, where their body rejects it, and they get sick, and it's because it's just all that processed stuff, and so many people most people are so used to that, and that's why they're struggling. One of the reasons struggling with losing weight, and being healthy. I mean, health is the main thing. It's first heal the body, heal the metabolism, and the weight will start to come off because you're taking care of your health first.
Yeah. I'm the person that I've been through a lot of medication because of my sickness, and it's gonna be for life.
Right.
I receive treatment every 3 months, and that day I have to be able to, I have been putting in my mind that for the day I go for my treatment, I'm not gonna be relaxed at home. I can't.
Mhm.
I just went last Friday, and when I come back, have time with my son, and then I went to do my workout.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
I'm not letting the sickness to control my brain and my whole life no more. I pray, like I say, God is, it's amazing. He gave me an opportunity to continue here, to be a mom, even on my age,
Mhm.
and to make you.
Yeah.
That was an awesome thing.
Yeah.
So I've been keeping in mind that it's not going to be a doubt that I can continue. I don't
Mhm.
planning on participating in any event. No, I just want to be helpful myself because I have a little kid that I want to see to grow up. I
Yeah.
want to have the opportunity to spend more time with him. That's what I need to be healthy. And I'm teaching him that exercise and healthy food is going to make him to grow up and be strong. And he always say that. He
Mhm.
does exercise with me in the room.
Yeah.
Just the bar, no with weight. And he
Yeah.
started doing it. And
That's
it's so
great.
nice to
Yeah.
see him doing that
Yeah.
because he's seeing it on myself.
Yep. Because
Something good.
we are, we are mirrors, and so what we do, they're going to learn from us,
Yeah.
and so if we are living our best life and we're doing the things that lead to, a life that, of happiness, fulfillment, um, and joy, they're going to then take that on, and they're going to want to live that same life because they see how happy you are, they see how, just that because there is a huge change from the first time I met you,
Yeah.
till now. I mean, even at the end of the program, but even till now, I mean, there's just this brightness, this glow, and you can see that you are, just extremely happy. There's so much joy and happiness in your life, and I'm, like I said, just so happy for you.
Thank you.
No,
And
you're welcome.
everything is because of your advice.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I mean, it was my pleasure. I mean, I just loved helping you. I love helping everyone.
I know that you the coach, but I always have you in a special place because you were someone that always were there for me when I was down.
Yeah.
You saw me how bad it was. And you always have the correct word to tell me, Sayra, stand up and you need to continue. And that is something that we need to look in a trainer or a coach, but it's so different. Like you say, the trainer is only interesting because you pay for it. And they don't care if you have a headache, if you in the bad mood or you have depression. They're not gonna ask for that.
Right.
You need the right person, the right coach to guide you in how you can have a smile if you never had it before, or how can you recuperate the way you were, even that you don't know me when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I always was so strong, happy. I always have that little smile all the time. And that
Yeah.
is back on me.
Yeah.
That is back. And I always, when I work out, I always remember things that you told me, and that kept me on because it was thanks to you that I start trusting on myself again.
Mhm. And that's it. I mean, because we have a tendency as a society, we don't trust ourselves. We do. We get to the point where we don't, because we're looking at doing things for others all the time, and so basically trying to fulfill their expectations, and we're not looking at ourselves because we don't trust ourselves. So we look at it as like everybody's telling us, well, you need to do it this way, that way. And so then we see that we look at ourselves like, well, we're not good enough because what I want really isn't good enough because they're telling me I need to do it differently. And so then you start to have that negative outlook or that negative feeling about yourself, and you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your judgment. You don't trust your gut. You don't trust that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. And, and that's
People doesn't need to be afraid of losing friends.
Yeah.
I always been that type of person that I don't believe in friendship much because they don't want to see you good. I am a lonely person. I love music, so my music is on. I'm having fun with my music. I do my workout. I talk with my boyfriend. I have time with my son. I don't need anybody to be in my house and I start just gossiping or saying, look, oh, she think that she's too much, oh, this and that. I don't need that. And I never really have that many friends, but the few people that used to be close to me, they just left. I can hardly wait to start putting all my pictures so they can demonstrate them that people that want to see me down, because there's a lot of people in my life that always want to put me a foot on top.
Sure.
They're going to see who I am and how I look now. And I will be continue like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's right. There are people that do. They want to see you, when you're down and suffering, but they're not there when you're feeling great. And no. And it's okay. It's okay.
I'm happy.
Right. You're happy regardless. And that's the way it should be. We don't want to worry about what other people think,
And believe it or not, these people is so upset because they knew I'm accomplished a lot of stuff. And it's never late to do it. Right.
And it's fear. They fear that they can't do it. They look at you and like, wow, look at what she's done. And I know they feel I can't do that. I don't know how I can do that. There's just no way I can do that. So it could be fear, it could be that self-doubt and those limiting beliefs too that they're struggling with. And so they project that onto you. And that's, so yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, it is like you said. It's a process. It takes time, and it's not going to happen overnight. So what did you like? I mean, I've mentioned a lot of things already, I know, but to kind of maybe summarize, what did you like about my coaching and the program?
The professionalism you use in creating the right plan individually. That you don't do the plan you use for me, you're not going to use it with other people because everybody's different. So the professionalism that you use by guide me and always be there when I have a question. That is something that I don't find in any other place. You always have time. There is no excuse for you not to respond when I was looking for something. So I really enjoy all that process. The negativity that I used to have, you always were there to tell me and say to continue to keep doing it. So I really love everything, the exercise, the food. I'm kind of picking a little stuff because I really don't feel like I will taste that, mix it up that you put, but I have the opportunity to change it.
Sure.
So the way you put the program at that time, it was great because I don't need to, I was stressed out going to see that I don't have equipment in my house to do it. I only have a treadmill and I only have few weights. And it worked because at the beginning I told you that I want to go down like 20 pounds. And the first week, I remember that I went down in sizes, like extremely. And I never thought that it was going to happen.
Right.
So everything that you told me, it was the correct way to do it.
Yeah. And that is, it's like, there's so many other ways to lose weight, but most of them are not sustainable. They're not healthy. So like you said, doing it the right way, to have that sustainability. So, looking back, I know, I'm sure you have a lot of friends, the people who are struggling with what you were struggling with, like, the gaining the weight, and like you said, you lost it, but then gained it back. And a lot of these programs, that's what happens. People will lose the weight, but they will gain it back, and then they will gain a certain percentage more back, and then now they have more to lose the next time. So what, I know we've discussed this a little bit about some of people and some of the things that they've been doing or think that they can do and they feel will work, but it ends up they're in this cycle of gaining and losing and gaining.
Have everybody heard, I'm not gonna say the name of the product, but there's a lot of products that they sell that they promise you
Right.
that you're gonna be doing the correct thing. My boyfriend used it, and he's really young, younger than me. And he always told me that I stress too much because I have to eat every 2 hours, because I have to eat only this amount of food, because I waited and everything. So he always say that. And he say, no, I'm gonna be using this because it's gonna help me out. I never seen him losing anyway. And I told him, I knew that product since I was 16. I never try it, but I read it. I'm the kind of person that I like to investigate what it is.
Sure. Yeah.
The rebound is extremely bad because you get back double the what you lost. And he went so huge that the depression started getting him.
Yeah.
What can I do? Having a guy in depression, not taking it personal, but you guys are more weak to start talking in yourself and tell yourself that you need to move up. I don't want to talk to him and that issue because he wasn't the right person to discuss. So he started realizing when he saw that I was having a coach and I was getting the correct way to lose weight. So he's one of them because the products, they believe in products. They think that because they don't eating food, protein that you find in the food, they only need to drink whatever the companies say.
Right.
And that's not true.
Right. Right. There's a lot of those products out there, and people do get, because we want instant gratification. We want these results right now. And if somebody's promising me, these great results, and all I have to do is just drink this thing or take this product, then it's like, okay, I'm going to do that. But they don't understand what then the consequences are.
And you remember I was one of those victims because I purchased some kind of thing to make my metabolism to get fast and I want to lose the weight. And you told me not because I was doing it completely wrong. I stopped taking it when I started being coaching by you.
Yeah.
Because that was giving me some side effect that I didn't realize it.
All right.
I was desperate. I really want to see that. And I want to prove you that you were doing the right thing by cheating. And that's not the way it is.
No, you can't. Yeah, no, there's no way of anytime, you try to cheat the body, cheat the system, it's going to come back to bite you later. And it always does. And people who do those, those types of programs, those, shakes or whatever, those other things are, they do it, they lose the weight, they gain it back, but then they go back and do it again, or they do another version, another one similar to it, because they said, well, it worked the first time. Well, if it worked the first time, why are you having to do it again? That's the question. It's like, well, yes, you're going to lose the weight, but it's what's going to happen afterwards. You're going to gain it back, and you just be in this never-ending cycle. So getting to a point where—
And the way they motivate people is completely crazy because I have a friend that she sold that product and she contacted me and she told me, oh my God, I remember you always talk about exercise since I met you. So I want you to participate in this and you can win $2,000 if you go through the way it is in 2 months. And I was like, are you kidding me? 2 months. I don't know. And so I just told her, no, I cannot take any product because of my tumors that I have. So that's the way I just
Sure.
get away from her.
Yep. Yeah.
And I like, no. Talking with other people that I know for over 30 years, one of them just chose surgery.
Mm-hmm.
We as a women had the issue with the belly. And it's really hard. After having a baby, I think it's a little more complicated. I never been a flat stomach, but now since I started the coaching by you and doing the discipline of the exercise and the food, I can't believe my belly is almost done.
Yeah.
But not completely. I need to do some new exercise. I need to find some new things because it is struggling in that.
I mean, yeah, it's not so much as far as the exercise, it is, the nutrition, and it's going to take time, but it's, you're getting there, and it is a slow process like we talked about. So you're going to get there. It's taking some time.
But people think that, but look at you, your stomach is still flatty. I say, there is no pills, there is no medication, there is nothing that is gonna make you to disappear that, only a surgery. So if you are lazy and you don't wanna do exercise, you go to surgery, go ahead, but the way is back.
Yeah, they're
Because
going
they're
to
gonna mold the body, yes, it is, but
they're going to but they're going to gain the way back because they haven't learned they haven't learned the healthy habits, the healthy behaviors, and they haven't looked deeper into what really has caused them to gain the weight. So if they don't take care of those issues and address those issues, then that weight's going to come back because they're still doing the same things that they were doing prior. Nothing's changed.
yeah. Like I say, we can have a drink, yeah, maybe once a year. I don't drink alcohol much. I used to when I was younger, but not anymore. But something I include in my list is I'm eating healthy every day.
Mhm.
I'm having a healthy snack because I'm really hungry. It's amazing that I'm getting so hungry now.
Yeah.
So I try to eat the healthiest snacks, not being the way I was before because it's impossible. A little shot of alcohol or whatever, it just cause me more stress because I'm thinking that I'm gonna gain the weight back. Thanks God I'm not gaining any weight back. Because I have that routine, you can call it.
Mm-hmm.
But the discipline, it is the most important thing that you need to start correcting all those bad habits, as you say.
Well, yeah, you correct the bad
And
habits,
including,
but also you want to be able to, because of where you are now and the progress that you've made, you shouldn't have to feel, you don't want to have that guilt or that feeling that, oh my goodness, if I eat this or drink this, that I'm going to gain the weight back, because you're at a point now where that doesn't matter. You can enjoy those things. Of course, yeah, you're not going to want to do it every single day and all day and whatever, but you can still enjoy those things without the guilt.
but it's funny because the habit that I learned, it just made me to say, no, I prefer to have a water because I enjoy that.
Mhm.
And I remember what you told me, if I'm gonna be in a party, you make sure I don't eat in the morning. So I eat a little bit here and then I work out. I've been doing that and I enjoy that.
Yeah.
4th of July, we have the barbecue. Okay, I eat a little bit and everybody was just staring what I was eating and why so little and why this and what that. I don't even pay attention. It's like I have a wall in my ears and I just enjoying what I grab to celebrate the event, and that's it.
Yeah, you're saying like eating something that, like say a piece of cake or a cookie or something like that, that you're having something just because you want to have that, and
Yeah.
because you are craving it, you enjoy it, so you're eating that cookie.
Not because they force you. People in events, they really want you to eat that, and that's not the point.
Right.
because my body doesn't like it, doesn't want it. But if I really craving something, I have a piece of a
Yeah.
cookie or whatever,
Yeah.
and I know that is not affecting much. But getting out and eat those junk food, it made me sick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't regret it.
Right.
I'm happy the way I am.
Sure. Right. Right. Absolutely. And that's perfect. So if you were to, if you met someone, they were kind of on the fence about joining Ageless Adventure Program, what would you say to them?
First of all, I mentioned Frank. He is a human being that cares about others. You coach people in the right way and to get the results and the slow motion the way it's supposed to be, because that's the way
Mhm.
that's supposed to be.
Sure.
Angel's Adventure is a great way to start it. You're going to get the mentally health. The coach will give you the tools that you need to start fixing everything, your mind, your habit of eating, your routine of exercise, the workout. It's everything in one word. It's only Angel's Adventure. And the right person is Frank. And I'm not talking only that because you're the one doing the interview. It's because the humankind that you are, it's something I don't find in any other person.
Mhm. Thank you.
Like I
I
say
appreciate that.
earlier, you are the one that's always there for us, your clients. You're always there if we have a question, and you have the right answer to make sure that we stand up if we are down for a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're the one who motivates. You have everything that a coach or the person need as a coach is you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate those kind words. I do, really do. I mean, it means a lot, because that's my passion. It is what I love doing, and I do it because yes, like you said, I care, and I want to help people. I want people to live the life that they've always wanted to live, the life that they dreamed of, the life they deserve to live. And a life that as people that we tend to not, we feel like it's selfish in order to live that life, but it's not selfish.
And something that I will say, because I knew people that I've been telling them exercise is the best tool to be in shape and to look sexy. If you want to look sexy or to be happy, it is less money that I spend being with you than go through the hospital and have the tummy tuck.
Mhm.
That's a lot of money that you're gonna invest there, and anyway, you're not gonna be in the shape that I think you wanna be.
Or the health.
So
Yeah.
yeah, enjoying the time and knowing what is it or how the body feels after you will have a great workout. I prefer to spend my money in Angel's Adventure than being in the hospital with anesthesia, and the recuperation is going to be horrible.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm just telling you that because I've been through surgeries, not for physical look, but I was in a hospital for almost 14 hours, pretty much dead in a table. And when you woke up, you have no idea. The reaction is not easy.
Sure.
The recuperation is painful. So I prefer to get the pain of an exercise than being back in the hospital.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And this is something forever, believe me.
It is. And it's living, it's because it's sustainable.
Yeah.
It will last forever. You don't have to be on a continuous diet. You don't have to be on any type of maintenance plan. Like a lot of these programs will say, okay, once we lose the weight, then you put you on a maintenance plan. That's still being on a diet.
And something that you correct me, because I always say I wasn't diet and I'm continuing diet with Frank. No, Frank told me it is no diet. It's an education to start eating healthy.
Right.
So I never been in diet since 2020 when I met you. I've been eating healthy and I've been cooking something that I'm not really good cook, but I learned a lot. So I did my meals, and it's something that I'm eating, that I'm the only one eating because people don't like it.
Mm,
But I enjoy that.
yeah, yeah,
That is not a diet. It's just that I've been educated to know what to eat and the amount that we need to eat.
right.
And
It's
this Angel's Adventure give you all those guidelines. And it's nice to have that.
yeah,
Because
it's a lifestyle, is what it
yeah,
is. It's not a diet. You shouldn't have to be dieting continuously and dieting all your life. You don't need to restrict foods or food groups or calories in order to lose the weight or to keep it off. It's learning how to eat the correct way in order to have a healthy body, a healthy metabolism, so that you can enjoy your life and not have to worry about what you are eating when you, like, at any time, but especially when you're going to events, picnics, parties, whatever it is, that, you know, a lot of times you go and say, oh my goodness, what, you know, there's nothing here I can eat, but there is. You can eat anything you want.
yeah,
You know, you should be able to live your life and be able to enjoy food and be happy and maintain the sustainability of your weight loss.
that is the goal.
Yep.
Discipline, as you always told me, it is discipline.
Yeah.
And discipline, it has to be all the time. Since you grow up, such a little baby, you teaching or you've been teach that you need to respect the rules and continue. And that's what I did.
Yes, and it's discipline, but also it's self-integrity. So it's
Yes.
like, are you doing the things that you say you want for yourself? Are you holding yourself up to those things, and are you holding on to that self-integrity that you're going to actually follow through and do the thing that you say you want to do?
Yeah. And exercise take away a lot of bad sickness that you have, because let me tell everybody that my headaches are stable now.
Mm-hmm.
My breathing is better. So thanks to all the knowledge that Frank shared with me and the way he guided me, I living a better life.
Yep, and that's what I'm so thrilled. I'm so, you know, happy that you are, you know, living that life that you wanted, and you, like, the headaches and you know, the what was the other? So the
My
headaches.
headaches, my breathing,
Oh,
because
your
I
breathing.
was kind of short of breath.
Sure, right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the headaches and the breathing, you know, are you know,
much better.
much better, and you're doing much better. You're happier. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's having an overall health, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So yeah.
Yeah, and you need to set your schedule the way you teach me too. I mean, you want the 24 hours of the day to really give you time to do everything. We need to wake up early. We need to do it. It's better to wake up earlier.
May wake up earlier, manage your time, you know, because a lot of people, they say, oh, I don't have the time to do this, I'm too busy. Well, if you really look and you do a like an inventory or whatever it is, like, you know, audit, you know, of your
Yeah,
time every day, you're going to find that you are wasting a lot of hours
yeah.
that you can utilize for health and wellness.
And just let me share this with you. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do cardio, and the rest of the day I've been doing all chores that I have to do. And around 5 p.m. I do my weights.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the routine I got now. And so I go to bed so tired and exhausted maybe, but I sleep better.
Yeah.
I have more hours of sleep. So I enjoy that.
Right, and that's so important, because that's another thing is having good quality sleep is so important for our health.
And you told me that, and that is the main, I think that is one of the main keys to lose weight, that you
It
need
is.
to have a good quality of sleep.
It is, because otherwise you're stressing, you're putting added stress onto yourself that is going to then be more difficult to lose the
Yeah.
weight. Right. So yeah, eliminating any of the stresses in your life, getting better sleep, eating well, exercising. Yeah. it's easy, but people, I mean, it's easy when you do it that way, but then people want to do it the quick and like easier way, that it's that they think they can get to that result, and it's never, they can never keep it. They can never stay there.
It is difficult, it is hard, but when you get used to, you enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
it becomes, like we said, it becomes a lifestyle. It's your routine now, and this is what you do. Yeah, you get up, you do your cardio, then you start your day, you do your chores and everything else, and then you have your weight training, and you're eating, you're eating throughout the day, and you're doing all those things, and you have it down, so it is a routine and it is a lifestyle, and you know that you can break from that when you want to do other things, or and you want to go to a party and you want to eat something else, you can do that, and it's not going to affect your progress.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So I really want to thank you again for being, for doing the interview with me, and just explaining to everyone your story and how you went, from what it was like. We said it was November of 2020, I think it was. Yeah, and for that year, and what you were able to accomplish, and what you were able to sustain even a year after us working together.
Yes. Everything is the knowledge that you have, everything that you share, the time that you share with me, it changed my life completely. And I'm happy with that. I don't regret the money I spent, because it was used in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy now. From being 143 pounds when I met you, I am 122 pounds, and I'm still dealing with 2 more pounds that I want to lose. But I love it. I have definition, I have a better mood, and I feel younger.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the most important thing for myself as well.
Yes.
Since I have my little kid, so I need the energy.
Yeah.
And then I don't even have enough right now to what my son has, but I'm trying to be next to him.
Well, he's 5.
He's only 5.
These guys, they have all kinds of energy.
It's too much energy, and it is hard for me to be the way he is, but
yeah,
I'm trying it. And once again, I really recommend Ageless Adventure, and recommend you, Frank,
well, thank you.
to guide people. And really, it is worth it to invest in ourselves,
Right.
to be able to see later on how great it was, the investment, and how much your life changed mentally, socially, and the healthy way that you guys have no idea. I'm one of those, and I'm really, really appreciate everything Frank does for me. Thank you so much, Frank.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. And it's really, it's what I live for, is to see my clients smiling, happy, just living their best life, and just enjoying everything. So yeah, I'm just ecstatic for you. I'm so happy and very proud of everything that you've accomplished.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for getting my messages that I send you. Look, Frank, I lost weight. I'm trying to show you that I'm doing it.
Yeah, no, I know. You reach out every so often, I know, and it's great to catch up and to see where you're at now, and definitely will, keep in touch.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
You always will get something of me there.
Right.
Thank you, Frank. I really appreciate it, and God bless you, and continue with that career that you have, but it's not easy. People is so crazy that they don't want to do it, but I hope that they can see this video and notice really how much you've done in my life.
Yeah, well, thank you for that, and I appreciate all your kind words, and I receive it, and I'll take it in. Thank you. So yeah, we'll sign off now, and thank you again, Sarah, for being here and talking to everyone. Until next time, take care.
See you next time.